You ever have that one teacher who made you feel like you'd never amount to anything? Yeah, so did I. And you won't believe what happened when, years later, she walked into my clinic. And I was the one taking care of her. Let me take you back to where it all started. When I was a freshman in high school, I had this teacher who absolutely hated me. She was my biology teacher and also my homeroom teacher. I never did anything to her. I wasn't some troublemaker, I wasn't disrespectful. But for some reason, she made it very clear she didn't like me. She even accused me of being on drugs once. And I swear to you, I had never even seen drugs in my life back then. I had literally just finished 8th grade and was starting 9th. Honestly, I was just a tired, sleepless teenager. I had just moved from the north to the south. I was dealing with my parents' divorce. I was depressed. I didn't know anyone, and people down here treated me differently because of how I looked. It was rough, and yeah, I didn't do well academically. I actually ended up having to take summer school. But this teacher, she made it worse. She once told me I was academically challenged, which, by the way, I wasn't. I had been tested in middle school. I didn't have any learning disabilities. I was just going through a lot. And one day, she actually called me stupid, right in front of the whole class. I remember that day so clearly. No one was raising their hand to answer a question, and she was practically begging someone to say something, so I raised my hand. I gave the right answer, and instead of just, I don't know, acknowledging that I got it right, she looked around and said, "Wow guys, even Jane Doe got this right. You guys should have known the answer." Yeah, imagine being a struggling kid with no friends, depressed, already feeling like garbage. And then your teacher calls you out like that. It stuck with me. And for years, I actually started to believe it, and I started to think, maybe I am stupid. But here's the thing, I wasn't. I wasn't stupid at all. I ended up doing just fine in college. I became a nurse. Turns out I was just a kid going through hell at home, who needed help, not humiliation. Fast forward more than a decade later. And guess who walks into the clinic where I work? Yup, her, my old high school teacher. I was the one taking her vitals, getting her ready to see the doctor. And she didn't recognize me. I look very different now, plus I got married and changed my last name. But when I told her my first and last name, the one she knew me by, her eyes widened. She was shocked. She actually looked excited to see me. She told me she was proud of me, said she never thought in a million years that I'd be her nurse, and then she laughed and said, "I would have thought you made it as a receptionist if I ever imagined running into you at a clinic wearing scrubs." She laughed. I didn't. I didn't think it was funny. Honestly, it was pretty damn offensive. And by the way, receptionists deal with more crap than most doctors or nurses ever will. I smiled politely. But in my head? Yeah, she was still the same old bitter teacher. And honestly, she's still a bitch. But you know what? I didn't need to say anything, because she knew I made it, and I didn't need her approval anymore. Anyway, if you liked this story, make sure you stick around for more real-life stories that'll make you shake your head, laugh, or maybe, just maybe, feel a little bit better about your own past. I'll catch you in the next one.